Hello everybody, welcome back. Today in this video I'm going to be talking about the month of July, and I'm going to be talking about all the major transits, what the planets are looking like this month, and then I'm going to be talking about the individual signs and how these planets could be impacting you. But remember, always keep your dasha in mind and the yogas that the dasha planet is forming. So the yogas connected to the dasha planet, and then comes the transit. But here in this video I'm going to only stick to the transits, so do focus on the dasha planet. That is the most important transit for you. So this month the major theme is that Mars and Venus are going to be conjunct, very close to each other. On the 16th, Venus is going to enter the sign of Leo. So prior to that, till the 16th, Mars Venus will be close conjunct in Cancer. Mars is going to be in debility. On the 16th of July, Venus enters Leo. On the 21st, Mars enters Leo, and they continue their journey in a very, very close conjunction. On the 7th, Mercury will enter the sign of Gemini. Till the 25th, Mercury will be in Gemini. So that's a good transit, Mercury in its own sign of Gemini. So communication and ideas, curiosity, inquisitiveness, all forms of communication seems to be good. Initiatives, Gemini is the third house also of initiatives, so all that is looking good. But the fourth house of Cancer, where Mars and Venus are going to be conjunct, is having this yoga, this formation of this Gandanta, the steamy combination of Mars and Venus, where Venus is all our desires and whatever we enjoy doing, our creativity and our love, our relationships, and Mars is the will, the push we have. So here Mars is giving all that push, all that will to all that we desire, to all our creativity, in all our love relationships. So on the positive side, this can make us very passionate about whatever we are doing, passionate in creativity, passionate in our ambitions. We can use this passion to push ourselves further in our ambitions, in our careers. But on the negative side, this can make us passionate as in angry, as in selfish, temperamental, and depending on the chart, it can also bring about some amount of aggression and violence. So this passion can be connected to sexuality, can be connected to materialistic things. We could be very passionate about our ambitions and we would be pursuing them in a more passionate manner this month. We'd be pushing all out, going all out, maybe also being sometimes a little selfish and not considering others where our ambitions are concerned. We will also be feeling very attractive. A lot of relationships will start this month. This could be very impulsively one may be just stepping into a relationship. Of course, this all depends on the stage you are in life and the phase you are in life, and if you're looking to be in a relationship, then yes, if you come across somebody this month, you will tend to be more impulsive. You will quickly get into a relationship and you may not think much. So this can also make us little self-centered. We would be more drawn towards sensuality. There could be if there is a promise in the chart, then extramarital affairs could also happen. People will also be more prone to gambling and speculation this month, and you will also have a tendency to yield into temptation. Whatever you are tempted to do, there'd be more passion for you this month in going ahead with that thing. So more sensuality. There could be an element of disloyalty, and of course there will also be a lot of excitement, because this is a very exciting combination in the sense it brings around a lot of passion and enthusiasm and a wish for adventure. One may also be too direct about what they want. But on the positive side, one will feel very creative, very inspired, very fired up. And because Venus is all that you cherish, that you enjoy doing. All, taste, your style, your creativity. And Mars here is the drive, the motivation, the will. So controlling the impulses will be a bit of a struggle. There could also be anger and aggression issues. You could be chasing your dreams with a lot of motivation. There could be a lot of love as well as hate. So this can bring about both love and hate, extreme passions. One is going to be feeling very impulsive and sometimes maybe a little selfish. And there will be a very deep need to fulfill our desires and goals. So that is what this month is like with this combination. I just had to pen down some of those things before I, just in case I missed out something. So very passionate month. If you are prone to gambling, if you have that kind of a nature to go for speculation, you'd be pulled towards those things. If you're in the stage, in fact, where you're looking for a relationship, you'll fall head over heels over somebody. You'd feel very passionate. The desire will be very strong. If you're pursuing a goal, you will be very passionate about that. But if it's in a Kendra house, first this conjunction is in Cancer and then in Leo. So all the movable signs, all the fixed signs, they will tend to feel the movable signs in the first half of the month and the fixed signs in the second half of the month. This can be negative energy, anger, heated conversations, being too hasty, being too impulsive, sometimes being selfish. That kind of an energy can be seen. Also, Sun is going to be transiting first in Gemini, then in Cancer. So in Gemini, like I said, this month communication is very dominant, enhanced. And then Mercury is also going to be in Gemini, very strong the sign is going to be. And we also have Jupiter in Aquarius. So this Karma trine, the Aries signs, this trine is very nicely activated. Jupiter in Aquarius, Mercury in Gemini in its own sign. So I feel communication is the key this month. So all that passion, all that anger, all that will, all that enthusiasm, all that push, the drive that we will have to achieve our ambitions and fall head over heels in love. And there'll be a lot of heartache also. So this is all about love and hate, extreme emotions. So the healing part is in Aquarius. Jupiter is in Aquarius. The healing, that is the trine where you will find healing this month. And Gemini has Mercury, so it's best to communicate, talk, share your feelings, and maybe calm down, meditate a little bit, especially for the watery signs, for the movable signs and then the fixed signs. And then Sun is going to move into Cancer on the 15th. So Cancer again is the heart area. So Sun in Cancer can make us a little moody, and our drive or motivation would be all our emotions. So here the sign of Cancer has the Sun. So the watery sign has fire in it. So we can see some fire in this watery sign, and on the other hand we have Venus, the Jal Tattva planet, the watery planet, afflicted by Mars. So water this month, emotions are going to be steamy for sure. So now I'm going to be talking about all the signs and how these planets are going to impact us. The other planets, Rahu is still in Taurus, Saturn is still in Capricorn, Saturn is retrograde, Jupiter is retrograde in Aquarius, Mercury is now direct. Mercury will be combust also this month. But Gemini is looking good, Aquarius is looking good. Cancer and Leo are important areas of your life this month. So Aries, Cancer is the 4th house, Leo is the 5th house. Lagna Lord is debilitated in the 4th house. Very disturbing this seems, where your emotions and happiness is concerned. You may get some kind of a news that may upset you, or you may just be feeling low, or you would be chasing some dream which you are very passionate about. So a lot of passion can be seen. this is a restless energy in the 4th house. So Aries, meditate a little bit, stay grounded. If you can, step out of your house and find some grass where you can walk on barefoot. That will really help you. Then this conjunction is going to move in the 5th house, so there could be heated discussions, arguments with somebody you love or with your children. This can also ignite a lot of creativity in you, a lot of desire for some kind of education and knowledge. So if you are into some project which has a lot of creativity, as a part of it, that will be very enhanced. This is a lot of creative energy. And Sun is also going to enter the 4th house. So yes, we do see some disturbance at home, in your happiness. Themes related to home, property, family and children are main, prominent for you this month. So like I said, Aries, the key is in communication this month. Then I'm going to be talking about Taurus. In the 2nd house, you have Gemini with Mercury transiting its own sign. Lagna Lord is in the 3rd house with an afflicted and debilitated Mars. Saturn is also aspecting from the 9th house. So there could be travel, but the travel may not prove beneficial for you. For you, I would say be extra cautious in all your communications this month. You may have angry outbursts. But having the steamy yoga in the 3rd house, in the house of initiatives and courage, is not all bad. This is going to be a lot of push, a lot of courage, a lot of will you may be feeling to pursue your dreams and ambitions. But then this same conjunction goes into the 4th house, then it is going to be a little disturbing. The heart, home, peace is disturbed somehow, and especially because the ascendant lord is also involved. So Taurus, like Aries, you too also have to be careful about your health, your home, your happiness. For you too, some kind of a exercise, some kind of a grounding activity, maybe walking in the park, especially walking on grass bare feet, will really help calm you down. But it's a big push for you where your ambitions are concerned. Then I'm going to be talking about Gemini. Gemini, you have the Lagna Lord in the Lagna, feeling very confident, communicative, attractive. In the 2nd house, you have Mars and Venus, and then they're going to move into the 3rd house. So some disturbance within the family. Some major decisions you will try and make very, very hastily regarding finance and family. And they can bring some disturbance in the family. This could mean some expenditure as well. Because Venus here is the 12th lord, now in the 2nd house of wealth, and then you have Mars also debilitated here. So be careful about your own speech, how you communicate, especially within the family. And then this combination is going to move into the 3rd house, and you're going to have Sun moving into the 2nd house. So that is a better time after the 16th of this month. Things are looking, especially after the 21st, once Mars also moves out of the 2nd house, things are looking better. And generally you will feel confident, upbeat, communicative. But within the family, regarding finances, regarding your family, decisions have to be made very, very cautiously. New projects in the 2nd half of the month, you will be pushing to start something new. And it's a good time also. With the Lagna Lord strong in the Lagna, it's a good time to initiate something. And looking good this month for you, other than the first 18-20 days. Cancer, in the ascendant you have debilitated Mars, and you have Venus, the 11th lord. So the 10th and the 11th lord in the ascendant, the 10th lord, the 5th lord is in debility. So though the 10th lord in the ascendant is really great, but this is in debility, and it's here in a Gandanta yoga. So this is disturbing for your health. Be very cautious about your health, Cancer. Be very cautious about your own temperament. You could be very angry, very passionate. This could go either ways, even though Mars is your yoga karak planet, but this is not, it's not in very good dignity here in the ascendant. So you will be feeling very passionate, very emotional. You could have emotional outbursts. But for creativity, creative projects, because this is also the 5th lord, there will be spark sparks of creative outbursts that you feel. You may come up with a lot of new ideas related to your projects. So for career, for creativity, it's a great month. Children may be, on your mind. You could be bothered by things related to children, so their result may be bothering you. In case your children are going to go through certain exams, and so their results could be a thing of issue for you for this month. But confidence will be high. The Yoga Karak, the most benefic planet for Cancer Lagna is in Lagna, but in debility. And Saturn is also aspecting the Lagna. So good month for Cancer if you're talking about creative projects, if you're talking about career, but where your temperament, where anger issues are concerned. Yes, if you're in the stage in life where you would like to go out, meet somebody, this is a very promising month. You will be feeling very attractive, and you will attract other people towards you. This is a magnetic combination also, and you may quickly jump into something. You may quickly jump into speculation and gambling and all, because this is the fifth lord and it's in the ascendant, so you may quickly rush into something. You could be very, very impulsive this month. And then this combination moves into the second house also, so where wealth is concerned, be very cautious. Don't be hasty in any decisions regarding wealth and family. And then you're also going to have Sun in Lagna. So here the second house of wealth, it has this yoga, and the second lord is in the Lagna. So major decisions regarding wealth and family could be on your mind, and at the same time there could be a lot of sense of confidence that you're feeling. The 10th lord in the Lagna and the 10th lord in the second house, these are great yogas for achievement. So there could be a sense of achievement which may give you a lot of confidence also this month. Then Leo. For Leo, you have this combination in the 12th house. You have Mercury in the 11th house, and in the 7th house you have Jupiter. In the 6th house you have Saturn. In the 10th house you have Rahu. So Leo, there is a disturbance in personal relationships, especially in your married life. So the 12th house having this kind of a combination shows disturbance on the personal level, at home, in your peace. If you have these malefic combinations in your birth chart, then this is going to be enhanced this month. And then this combination moves into the ascendant. Ascendant lord is in the 12th house. So the 10th lord Venus in the ascendant shows some kind of achievement. And then you also have the Yoga Karak Mars here. So the 9th lord, the 10th lord in the ascendant, giving you lots of confidence, but it can make you passionate, and it can make you too stuck up about your ideas, your ideology, whatever you want. And though it shows success, it shows achievement, it shows an amount of selfishness on your part. Also, the ascendant lord is in the 12th house. So for Leo too, I would say be careful about your health, especially with this combination in the ascendant and the ascendant lord in the 12th house. These yogas can show trouble related to health. Then Virgo. For Virgo, you have this combination in the 11th house. And in the 10th house, you have Mercury and Sun, and then Sun moves to the 11th house, and Mars and Venus move into the 12th house. So the Lagna Lord is very well posited in the 10th house. The 11th house has this malefic combination, so there could be lack of patience, impatience, too much passion about your ambition, or related to your network circle. If you're working in a team, if you're working in a group, you may become impatient this month. Your expectations will be very high. You will want your ambitions fulfilled no matter what, and sometimes you may be trampling other people's feet in order to fulfill your own ambitions. Also, you have then Mars moving into the 12th house. Mars is your 8th lord and your 3rd lord, and it moves into the 12th house. along with Venus. Venus is your 9th lord and your 2nd lord. So this shows travel, this shows expenditure, this shows going through a bad situation and then coming out by the grace of God. Something that may start off in not a very favorable way, something that bothers you, but ultimately that turns out to be alright for you. So at the end of the day, you benefit from whatever happens this month. The Lagna Lord is strong. Sun will move from the 10th house to the 11th house, showing gains, showing new people coming to your network circle, connecting with new people this month, bosses favoring you, but you may go through certain difficult circumstances that may turn out to be for your benefit later on. Libra, this combination is first in the 10th house, then it moves to the 11th house. Sun moves from the 9th house to the 10th house. Mercury remains in the 9th house. The 9th house is very nicely activated. Rahu is in the 8th house. Saturn is in the 4th house, aspecting Mars and Venus. Jupiter is in the 5th house. So the trines are looking really nice, but the ascendant lord is in the 10th house in this malefic yoga. So related to your career, there could be sudden news which is very steamy, which is very unexpected, which is very bothering for you, which bothers you a lot. There could be heated arguments, discussions with your bosses in the office. So for Libra, I would say be very cautious. Don't be impulsive, don't be hasty, stay very grounded where your work is concerned. And then this combination is going to move to the 11th house. Sun is going to come to the 10th house. The 11th lord is going to be in the 10th house. So Sun in the 10th house is good. So the first half of the month may be a little difficult, maybe have certain ups and downs related to your work. The second half of the month is definitely looking better. It's giving you more support where your career is concerned. Then again, in your network circle, you may have an argument. You may be very following some ambition of yours very, very passionately. Or this can show a lot of creativity, because Jupiter is also in the 5th house, in the house of creativity. And then you have in the 11th house, Mars and Venus conjunct, and Jupiter is aspecting this combination. So this combination is all about enhancement of creativity and feeling very passionate about it. So lots of creative projects looking very good for you. For those that want children, this creative projects also include procreation. So this could be a blessed month for you. Then Scorpio, you have this combination in the 9th house, and in the 8th house you have Mercury, you also have Sun, and then this combination moves into the 10th house. So Saturn you have in the 3rd house. In the 4th house you have Jupiter. So this shows this could be breaking of certain traditions, breaking of certain boundaries, feeling so ambitious or so passionate about something that you break certain norms and rules. You break a vow, a promise, that kind of a thing. You can be traveling also, and there could be some disturbance there also, because this is the 9th house. The 3rd house has Saturn. So travel could have disturbance, communication could have certain issues for you also this month, and breaking boundaries, breaking norms, being overly passionate, sometimes being a little selfish, and then certain disturbance also can be with your career because of this combination. Though you will feel very passionate, and this is also the Lagna Lord, you will feel very passionate, very energetic related to your work, but be careful, because this shows impulsiveness, and Saturn also is aspecting this combination. So there could be certain impulsiveness which gets you into some kind of trouble. If you have such a yoga in your chart, and if you have such a dasha, a malefic dasha, of the 8th house, sudden ups and downs because of certain impulsive behavior. Then Sagittarius, you have this combination in the 8th house. In the 7th house you have Mercury, Sun, and then you have Mars, Venus also move towards your 9th house. In the 2nd house you have Saturn. In the 3rd house you have Jupiter, and in the 6th house you have Rahu. In the 12th house you have Ketu. So Mars Venus conjunct in the 8th house. So this shows, hidden, dark, deep secrets, lots of passion, passionate relationships, hidden relationships that we are hiding from the rest of the world. And it also shows this could be related to finances. Sometimes we are trying to evade our taxes, and we're trying to do shady deals whereby we can gain somehow financially, materialistically, or we can cheat in a relationship, that kind of a thing. So little bit of caution is required, of course, always. And also you're going to have then the sun move into the 8th house. You have Jupiter in Maran Karak Sthan. The 3rd house is definitely not the best place for Jupiter, shows a lack of wisdom. And with these combination in the 8th house, and then in the 9th house, because in the 9th house it can show breaking of norms, traditions, values, breaking certain boundaries, and going beyond something out of passion, out of desire. This could be financial, this could be sexual. And then sometimes we do tend to get into trouble. I would tell Sagittarius to take advice from somebody who you value, from an elder, maybe an elder brother, an elder sister. So talk your heart out. Like I said, Mercury is strong this month, so communication is important. Then Capricorn, you have this combination in the 7th house, Mars Venus in the 7th house. In the 6th house you have Mercury in Gemini, and you have Sun there. And then Mars Venus are going to move into the 8th house. The Lagna has Saturn, Jupiter is in the 2nd house. So Capricorn, this combination in the 7th can be very disturbing in relationships. You may be feeling very emotional. There could be a breakup. There could be suddenly meeting somebody, either getting into a new relationship with somebody or breaking up with somebody, and definitely heartache. And the 7th house is prominent. Sun is also going to be transiting in the 7th house. Relationships are the predominant themes this month. This could be financial, related to business partners, or this just could be your spouse or somebody you have been in a serious relationship with for the past some time. So where career is concerned, the 7th house related, the 7th is the 10th of the 10th, so you are going to have Sun transiting there, so it illuminates the 7th house. But relationships and the growth of relationships, Mars Venus will then be going to the 8th house also. There is definitely disturbance. And if you're getting into a new relationship, a new business partnership, take somebody's suggestion, because the Lagna Lord is also in retrogression right now, and sometimes we can make decisions that we regret later on. Here Mars and Venus are both the 5th and the 4th Lord. So where your children are concerned, decisions about them, or things related to your children that are upsetting you, those kind of themes could also be playing out. So then I'm going to be talking about Aquarius, this combination is in the 6th house, and then Mars Venus will also move into the 7th house. In the 5th house you have Mercury. Sun is also going to be the 5th, and it moves into the 6th house. In the Lagna you have Jupiter. The 12th house has Saturn, and the 4th house has Rahu. So Mars Venus in the 6th house, the 6th house is a house of growth, so lots of passion can be seen. If you are going to go for a competition, appear for a competition, then you're going to feel very passionate, and you're going to be putting in a lot of energy there. So if you're going to defeat somebody, beat somebody in a conflict situation, or you may quickly jump into a conflict. If you are in a situation where you feel instigated in some way, so this is going to be faster than usual. You're going to jump into a fight very easily. This also shows your health. You got to be cautious about, because Jupiter is a Marka planet for you, and the Lagna Lord is in the 12th house in retrograde motion. So Jupiter is in Lagna, which is not the best thing to have for Aquarius, though it's great for wisdom, but for your health, because it's a Marka planet, we do not consider this one of the best positions to have. And having this combination in the 6th house can mean trouble for health. So about your health, be very, very cautious. And then also this combination is going to move into the 7th house about your relationships. So there could be conflict related to relationships. There could be conflict, so you get into a fight with other people. You feel very moody about your relationship with people at large, or specifically at your workplace with your colleagues. So that kind of a situation can be seen. Also, Venus is the 4th lord, so there is disturbance. The 4th lord is with Mars, so disturbance at home. Rahu is also in the 4th house. Disturbance at home. This could be disturbance because of your mother. Take care of your mother's health. So these are the major themes that can play out for you. Then Pisces. For Pisces, you have this combination in the 5th house, and then this combination Mars-Venus moves into the 6th house. In the 4th house you have Mercury, and then Sun moves into the 5th house. So Pisces also has Jupiter in the 12th house, Saturn in the 11th house. So in the 5th house, this could be very, very passionate. You could feel very, very passionate about creativity, about creative projects. So this could be a new creative project that is on your mind, or this could be somebody you just fall for this month, because the 5th house is romance. In my previous video, somebody reminded me that I keep forgetting the 5th house is romance. So yes, new romantic options could be there for you this month. You could be meeting somebody this month. And also then you have the sun also, illuminating this house after that. But this could be a very hasty romance. You could quickly fall in love with somebody, and there could be some heartbreak also, because when we get into a situation like this quickly, impulsively, and having this yoga there, this is not a very stable yoga. It's a very steamy, unstable kind of a yoga. Lots of emotions, lots of desires, and sometimes we just jump into something and then we tend to regret that kind of a situation. Or you could be very, very passionate with your children this month regarding their marks, regarding their studies. You could be spending a lot of time with them. You could have very angry moments with them. And if you're pregnant, then you got to be extra cautious. So you got to cool down, relax, and not get into any heated arguments with anybody at home. Maintain your calm, maintain your peace. And but if you're into creative projects, then this could be a great month for you. And then this combination is moving into the 6th house, so there again you will quickly get into a fight. If you're driving on the road and if somebody just instigates, you'd quickly jump over the person and you'd get into a fight. And so a road rage kind of a thing also can be seen. Somebody who stands for justice, who fights, goes for a litigation. In your workplace, there could be disturbance, heated arguments with your colleagues. And also the Lagna Lord is in the 12th house, and when we have this combination in the 6th house, so be careful about your health. Get yourself checked up, go easy, don't travel at all, and relax, meditate, and calm down a little bit this month. So that is all for Pisces. I will now be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.